Today, I'm going to expose one bad habit I see so many players, including the past version of myself, falling victim to inside of Counter-Strike 2. This is something I've had to work through with professional coaches I've had, other players on my teams, and just in general, a very simple way of changing how we play the game in order to maximize our results in Counter-Strike 2. I'm really excited to teach you today, guys. I'm a former professional player here in North America. I'm grinding to FPL right now. I stream every day on twitch.tv. These are tips that I actively use and I want you to start using in order to get better at the game we all love. What I am talking about today is we are making our life way too hard. We are not simplifying the game. I will use this example because this is something that I fell victim to as an opper in CS2, and it changed the way I looked at CS, right? So when I was playing CSGO, one of the biggest things I was doing was I was putting myself in crazy positions, right? And having to rely on just insane flicks. The problem with doing this is, well, I mean, it looks insane, right? Like if you put yourself in a spot and hit some crazy flick and win the round like that, everyone's like, this guy's nuts, this guy's insane, he has so much potential, all this stuff. But at the end of the day, we shouldn't be relying on having to make our shots harder, right? While it's not as flashy, instead of, you know, hitting some crazy flick on a guy in Palace, if we can just have our crosshair in the right place and understand I just need to click mouse one and I don't need to move my hand, I don't need to put myself in an awkward spot, you are going to be one step ahead of your opponents. Now, you may not think that you're doing this, guys, but you really are. It could be something as simple as you are the window player, you miss your shot, and then you come out here to re-peek and they're already out, so that forces you to hit a flick. Great, if you hit it, awesome, but if someone's post on you there or somebody's like running across mid and they hit some crazy one tap or two tap on you, it's just like, what are we doing, right? What are we doing? Is it worth hitting that shot? So while you're not going to be as flashy, while you're not going to be as flicky, it's like, okay, what angle am I posted on? All right, bench, well, I'm exposed to Palace 2, you know, maybe I don't want to be here much longer. Let's go ahead and rotate around to CT where we can get more on one line, so we can sit here and hold maybe this angle as they're scaling out. And okay, sure, if they go out Palace 2, we'll have to flick up, but it's a much simpler way of doing it. I want you guys to hit flicks. I want you to hit crazy shots, but why make ourselves put ourselves in situations where we are more uncomfortable than we need to be? And this isn't just an opera thing, guys. I see this with riflers all the time. They'll put themselves in the open of in the middle of nowhere in a site and sit here and have to go boom, boom, boom. So you get destroyed 99% of the rounds, but that 1% you actually destroy the other team. Maybe they're trolling a little bit. Maybe you just are having a good day. It's teaching you bad habits. It's making you worse, even if you're getting that highlight. So I see so many people also in my Discord. I watch the clips that people post in there. So if you want me to see your clips and react to them, maybe live on stream, go ahead and join and post in there. See so many people not understanding positioning, and it's something I'm constantly working with my students to improve on, because it's been something that's so important, especially as you get better and better and better at the game. Now, guys, if you want a better and better and better inventory, I do have to give you a message from the sponsor of today's video. Thank you to the sponsor of today's video, Skins Monkey. They are one of the greatest and easiest to use CS2 trading sites out there. You can swap out the skins you do not like for brand new ones that are so much more fresh. Even skins that are trade locked can be secured by adding them to your backpack. The greatest thing about the site is that you can buy skins for so much cheaper with a 35% deposit bonus when you use my code CoJo. Make sure to check out the freebie section where you can get a free skin just by completing tasks. On top of the bonuses, you also get a $5 bonus when clicking the link in the description. All right, guys, so this is not just a positioning thing, by the way. This is not just like an opera thing, positioning thing. This is just in general with CS. One way we can think about it is on retakes as well. Say I'm on T side. We're just going to use T side as an example here. I have helped so many students become better in retakes because this is something that I have constantly struggled with my teams, and that is doing too much. Just like our positioning on CT side. Guys, when we are in a retake, right, on T side, a lot of times players are getting the bomb down here and then they're drifting over to this area, but then they're like, oh no, actually I want to go over here, and no, actually I want to go back here and swing and do this, and they're constantly just in this limbo state of, oh, I don't know this, right? But if you just make a decision and commit to it, you are so much more likely to find success. Make a decision, communicate what you are doing, and communicate what you expect from your teammates in the round, and you will have more success, regardless if they are calming, regardless if they are communicating with you, regardless if they want to help you out. It will make your life simpler, right? And if you have good teammates, it's going to make their life easy as well, of course. So like I said, all that means is we're planting the bomb and we're getting to a position, right? So I plant the bomb right here. Sometimes I try to trick my opponents. I do go a little complex. I'll plant here, making it seem like I'm either going to push spawn, ramp, or, you know, maybe go jungle. Plant the bomb. If I have time and space, I'll just knife out and run up into palace real quick and then play the post plant from here. I literally just did this in one of my top 100 pugs the other day. The guy comes, goes to defuse the bomb. I come out here and swing and kill him because he had cleared, you know, one area, but he thought I was going to swing ramp, and, you know, it's just surprising when someone peeks him out there. Whatever you are doing, commit to it 1000%. Now let's go ahead and hop back on the CT side again, because I want to give you even more examples, and especially when we're having a bad game, guys. When we're having a bad game, you've learned on this channel that you don't need to necessarily play super passive. That is really bad, right? That is not good. But one thing I suggest to people is simplify the fights you're taking. If you're not aiming well, if you're not hitting good shots and stuff, well, don't put yourself in positions where you have to fight long range angles. If I'm playing really bad and say I have a rifle, I'm not as inclined to sit here in mid and hold top mid, because maybe they're throwing good window smoke and good flashes and they're bombing stuff out there. But maybe I recognize, hey, I think there's a weakness in underpass. So if I have the good spawn, I'll come in here in underpass, and, you know, I'll just hold an angle like this. Obviously at a high level, I'm kind of playing anti halftime too, in case I can catch a good timing with the flash and then come out here and peek. But what am I essentially doing? I am making it so that the only place the T's can peek me is right here. If they scale out mid, the thing is they can peek me from this side of box, this side of box. If they scale even further, it can be all the way out here. And all of a sudden, I am having a bad day. I'm having a bad game. And it's like, I have to aim here and here and here and here. And it's just like, dude, I can't, like, you know, we're not hitting shots. We're playing good opponents. It's really hard. But if I come into underpass, worst case, and yes, this can happen, but I'm willing to take this risk, is, you know, if this guy doesn't peek us right away, or we kill him and they're coming out mid, now we just have to get worried about getting crunched and doing all this. And hopefully we have good teammates that we can get help from. Of course, you can always throw your own util. Well, not that was awful, but I mean, even that kind of helps you isolate. But we can throw our own util to kind of escape out of mid or push further into underpass. Regardless of what you're doing, simplify it so much. And I'm gonna say it, the easiest way to do this too, when we're having a bad game and we need to simplify things and make life just so much easier for us, is use our utility to achieve those purposes and those goals. So, you know, the most common example ever, they're throwing A smokes, and hopefully they throw a bad one like that, because we'll take it, right? They're throwing right side A smokes. Well, I'm the connector player. Maybe I still have my smoke, or I'm the window player. I definitely still have my smoke. Sometimes I'll toss my own smoke down through here. Why? Because it's going to help me take the fights I want to fight, right? I can come through here and be like, I'm only holding palace. Oh, he runs through smoke. Okay, cool. I get a kill on the guy at gray screen. Yes, I understand people are going to spam you. Yes, I understand. But this is just an example. This is stuff that actually works and makes your life so easy. The problem is we're making our life harder, because what are we doing? We're running through our own smoke, or the other team smoke. We're getting gray screened ourselves. We're like, oh, I need to fight with my teammates, and you run through here, boom, you're dead, right? So use your utility to simplify your own game. It's going to make it more complex for the other team, but it's something as simple as, oh, they painted the canvas with their own right side smokes right here. So I'm going to just lay down my smoke as some painting on the canvas so that I can create some positive chaos on my end, right? And that smoke's kind of bad, so don't throw it that deep, but you guys get the point. We are making Counter-Strike way too hard. This game is already so difficult, and we don't need to actually, you know, stress ourselves out so much. Make your plays, simplify them. Don't rely on flicking. If you have to flick, great. Don't rely on being out in the open. If you are caught out in the open and you hit some crazy rifle shots, awesome. Let's simplify every part of our game and just play so solid, so consistent, and make life easy for us. If you want to make life easy for me and yourself, join my Discord. Like I keep saying, there's so much good people in there that want to be part of a great CS2 community and just play with everyone. I'm in there to answer questions you might have. And as always, guys, if you want to see some live gameplay, I'm always streaming on twitch.tv/CoJoMoCS. So let's go ahead, keep grinding, keep working hard. I'll catch you guys later. Peace out. Peace out.